Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Bill Martin with Sportsland here in Salt Lake City. Today we're going to take a look at one of the hottest products in the market, and that is the R-Pod by Forest River. The very first R-Pod was built back in 2008, so it's been a little bit over 10 years since the first one was built. When they rolled off the factory line in Indiana, they were a little bit different than they are now. They had little 14-inch tires. They sat lower to the ground. They were red, yellow, and blue, kind of flamboyant and stuff. But nobody really knew back then what was going to happen to this product, and is now the #1 selling travel trailer in America and has been for the last 2-3 years. And part of that reason being is it's so versatile. If you have a Subaru Accent, a Toyota Highlander, a Tacoma pickup, a Nissan Frontier, you can tow this safely and confidently because of the weight, the size, etc. Whenever you do build a solid product, you kind of start from the bottom and going up. So your I-beam steel frame on this is powder coated. These also have torsion axles. It's independent, so it handles very well. And also, when the first R-Pod was built, your tires, which were smaller, were on the inside of the unit, as they are with most normal travel trailers. They still do that back in Indiana. However, we only get ours from the Oregon plant, and they're actually built out west a little bit different for our part of the country. This is part of the Hood River edition, and what you'll see is the tires are placed on the outside of the unit. Your body of the R-Pod, one of the things that makes it really easy to tow is you're only 6.5 feet wide going down the road. So you got really good field of vision. If you have an SUV, pickup, whatnot, you can see very well down the sides. But the tires actually are going to put you at 8 foot wide. I've never, in all the years I've been here, had a single axle trailer handle and maneuver as well as the R-Pod does. A lot of that is because of the oversized 15-inch tires and also the factor on the outside the body. So the handling is amazing. Also, your aerodynamic shape of the product too. Your wind flow is excellent. You're under 2,900 pounds in most of your R-Pods. This is 2,944 pounds, and that's with all the equipment on it. Your Hood River Edition package adds about 56 pounds of weight to the product, but the value is that's so important. As we go around the R-Pod, your high gloss fiberglass gel coat exterior. This is a laminate wall, very sturdy, no delamination. Your roof is a one-piece fiberglass, minimizes the potential for water damage coming to your trailer. You've got the magnetic slam baggage doors here, comfort, easy to get in and out. Your 179 has got a massive storage area here. There's plenty of room for your lawn chairs. You can put a camp chef in there. Because one of the new features on an R-Pod, you actually have a propane line right here. This line hooks right into your existing propane tank, and you can quick disconnect your stove in here. So you could have your stove set up here, you can pull your camp quit out, etc., cook right here, do all you want, and you can actually run the awning out too. That's something that came out in the last 2 years. That's a full awning, it's a high-end brand, so it's nice, comes out 7 feet, shade, etc. for your unit. As we go around the front of the R-Pod, besides the propane line, you do have 4 jacks in all 4 corners. Normally a smaller trailer like this, you've got about a 17-foot body. You're 20 feet exactly from the front of the ball back to the bumper. So you're towing in virtually any campsite, pulling the gas station, no damage. Here's your 6.5 foot wide. It gives you really good field of vision. So combined with the narrower unit and the airflow, you're not getting the wind drag either front on or sideways too. New features in the last year came out as a power tongue jack. Easy on, easy off your vehicle, push a button, up and down it goes. Your normal tank is a 5-gallon, 20-pound. That should probably last you an entire month as far as cooking, etc. There's also plenty of room back behind here for dual batteries. Your propane does you no good if you don't have any batteries in order to run your slide out, turn your furnace on, etc. So dual batteries and propane tanks means you can stay out there for an extended weekend and be very comfortable too. Also having a light up front, it never seems like you get to the campsite when it's light out, so it's nice to have a light to load and unload too. As we go around, even though this is a relatively small unit and easily towed by vehicles too, it still has a lot of the amenities and features that a 30-foot travel trailer has. You've got 36 gallons of fresh water, which is a very good size for this size unit, 6-gallon hot water tank, and in your gray, which is your shower and sink water, is another 30-gallon tank, and then your black tank, which is your toilet wastewater, that's another 30-gallon tank too. So you have the water capacities and drainage capacity of a much larger unit. You can camp in comfort and not have to worry about breaking camp. This is your slide out, very simple unit to run. I mean, you can run it in. You do have top and bottom. This is a Schwintek slide. The gears come in, that unit comes in dead straight like this, so there's no torque, etc. coming in. Very reliable. Probably the one thing you should do as an owner is carry an extra fuse with you. That might be one of the few problems you have. But as we go inside, you'll see the incredible living space that provides too. You've got really good, once again, your ground clearance because of the 15-inch tires and your axles. You got good ground clearance for your dump tanks. You're not hitting every dump and dip you go through. All the R pods now have an outdoor shower. You have hot and cold running water out here to clean things off with. And if you're out in an RV park, you've got cable and satellite TV. I remember 2 years ago, my wife and I, we went to Moab in our camper, and in that campground, during that 10-day period we were there were 14 R-Pods from across the United States. Kansas, Oklahoma, Ohio, etc. were at that campground. That's how popular that unit is. And of course, you got cable, etc. TV. All the R-Pods also come with a spare tire, and the spare tire actually goes into a small receiver hitch there. So should you decide for an option, you could take that spare tire off and maybe store it in your storage compartment or the back of your SUV or truck, and you actually put a bike rack on there too. That is an option to order a bike rack like that. There's also a brand new bike rack made that attaches onto the front tongue. It's called a jacket. You can actually put 2 bikes on the front tongue too. So you don't need to leave your bikes and your toys and that at home with an R-Pod. We're going to go ahead and take a step inside the R-Pod. The newer ones now have one more thing on the outside. All the R-Pods are solar ready, which means you have a portable solar panel. Your panel will plug right into there. That'll keep your batteries charged for as long as you're out camping. No issues whatsoever. The new R-Pods have a tandem axle 2-door step, also the grab handle, so easy for people to get in and out. As you walk into the 179 R-Pod, and there are 11 different floor plans of the R-Pod, so there's one for every family. I mean, this is more or less a 2-3 person unit. They do make units with bunk beds too, so some of your R-Pods will sleep in excess of 6 people. But the nice feature about the 179, as I walk in, I've got plenty of food prep area. I've got a nice recessed countertop stovetop. Doesn't take up space sticking up. I can store stuff there. My sink, hot and cold running water, plenty of food prep. I've also, unlike a lot of R-Pods, I've got plenty of room for silverware, storage, etc. And then also, when you do come inside the unit, this is something most R-Pods don't have. As you walk into the door to the right, you actually have a nice storage bin here. So there's actually a pantry, extra cabinet space for pots and pans. And one most important thing in a small unit is storage. As you go pan over to here, every R-Pod comes with a microwave convection oven. You do need 110 power for the microwave to work, but the convection kind of takes the place of not having a regular oven. This is also a 3-way 3.7 cubic foot refrigerator. This operates off propane, battery, electricity. So no matter what environment you're in, wherever you're at, there's some way to keep your food cold. You have a freezer for your food. So plenty of room there for a week-long camp trip. As you come back to the 179, you'll notice a nice U-shaped dinette. Plenty of comfort here. And I know it's real important for people to watch TV these days in case the weather's bad and you're stuck to want to watch a movie. But as you sit there in your U-shaped dinette, you can have guests over, but you've got plenty of room here for seating. This also converts into a bed that 2 adults could sleep in. The table will drop down, and these little fit into a puzzle to be able to sleep 2 more people here. But it's easy to see the convenience there. As you come into an R-Pod, you wouldn't think something this size. This is called a wet bath, which means your shower and toilet are really virtually in the same area too. But I do have a toilet, potty, a little sink in there, fantastic fan up above. So once again, a little bitty travel trailer like this that goes anywhere, does anything, has all the facilities that a 30-foot trailer has. As you come back near the TV area too, this is something else R-Pods have been lacking for in the past. Once again, I've got clothes storage, and I've actually got hanging storage here too. So I can take my clothes away, not have them scattered everywhere too. This is a regular RV size queen bed. It's 60 by 74, so it'll sleep 2 adults very, very comfortable. Every R-Pod also comes that we order in has a 13,500 BTU air conditioner on it. That's the same size air conditioner as a much, much larger unit. This will freeze you out in here. It has a 20,000 BTU furnace, more than capable of keeping this unit extremely warm in virtually all conditions too. So my little R-Pod, 17-foot box, 20 feet overall, 2,900 pounds, towed by about anything, 6.5 foot wide for easy towing and maintenance, furnace, fridge, hot water, outdoor shower, power ton jack, 4 jacks all corners, awning on the outside, propane line hook into, and storage. It's well worth come taking a look. We hope to see you soon. Thanks for taking a look at the R-Pod. Thank you very much.